What is up, guys? My name is Kadak Psycho, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. A little bit is different. The music is not blasting in y'all's ears like it was in the last episode. I apologize for that. I didn't realize it was that loud and that I was that quiet. But I turned the music down. So yeah, we're gonna continue where we left off. And this was the latest I saved, so you skip it. I don't care. Wait. Here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? But she not. And also, I'm sorry if I keep doing that. That's what I usually do when I play with the boys. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down to the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. Man, procrastinate. Actually, no, I can't really say nothing. I procrastinate a lot myself, and anyone who knows. And anyone in my family who watches my videos should know. I could possibly fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. I sound like a South Park character there. Why did I sound like a South Park character? The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks out to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh? That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes? Ahaha, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Either she's crying, or she's sweating, or she's something. I don't know. Let's get that off the screen. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. What? Yeah. Mom. Mommy. Why did I go into doing that? I don't know. Now that my eyes find Sayori's face, filling my vision. Okay, have you ever heard of a personal space? I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah? I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? Don't look shocked. We caught you. She'd be staying up late watching that Tyler 1 Rage compilations. It's a secret. Ooh. Bruh, she had a nightlife. I knew it. Come on. Just give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How's it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around everywhere. I rub my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, we already caught you. You're a simp. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. Sorry, it's like... Actually, it was late. It was a lot later yesterday when I did... Or, not, technically not yesterday, but, like... I guess earlier today, because I was technically recording this on the same day. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. If you're in high school and you don't, if you describe someone as super mean, you're probably just a loser. And what's bad is that this game came out like 3 years ago. What I've seen putting in the YouTube gaming category. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. Oh, hold on. Okay. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Whoa! Back up. Back the camera up, Chief. Back the camera up. That is too close for comfort. Wait. We're supposed to be 6 feet away. Why are you this close? You could get sick. This is so funny. How is it funny? What is? Well, I was just thinking about how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Whoa! Okay, if there's any nudity, I'm gonna have to censor it. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, would you have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore? What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Yes, I said that. Shut up. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. Ooh. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew. That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms around and twirls around. Her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you would take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. I actually should start fixing my schedule. Even though it is a Saturday night, it's still midnight. But you can't even lie. If you're in school, then your sleep schedule has probably been messed up by quarantine. Don't even try to lie to me. I see right through you. You may not see it, but I see right through you. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better off taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. What was that? Something's tickling my nose. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. But I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Chaotic, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends, and the anxiety begins. Because big boy down there is... Little boy down there is now big boy. He is big. Oh, trust me, don't even act like... If you're a guy, most likely that's almost happened to you. Or if it hasn't almost happened to you, it probably has happened to you. Because you were staring at the girl you like. And guys, don't even try to lie. Girls, you get off scot-free. Actually, now that I think about it, I doubt any girls watch my channel. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration, since I've never really done this before. Why am I yawning so much? Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I share mine with her first.
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It's just that it just didn't invoke any emotions.
So basically it's not cute enough for your taste.
Do you want to get smacked?
I'll pass.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can see, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it.
Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't that the point of poems, for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read but hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I can understand.
But the other nice thing about how it's simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like if I set it up for a rhyme, I'm at the end, but had then made it all fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what I mean. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, didn't you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her at that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that hat away from her. Bro, if you're in your last year of high school and you start dating this chick, and she's like, what, a freshman? Just give that some thought. Like, just pause the video and give that some thought. Okay, you probably gave it some thought. We're moving on. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's go Sailor. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Chaotic. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than that. Yuri's opinion? Are you sure? Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a chaotic poem. Okay, I did not know that this was gonna happen. A chaotic poem. That just sounds funny. I don't know why. That just sounds funny. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet and against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I mean, I'm not into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See, it's like I said before, Chaotic. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things is for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah? And I'm gonna make sure that you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. I need to get closer to this, but it's gonna blind me, I know for a fact. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, make me rub the sleepy from my eyes. That's what it actually says, by the way. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away the rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this?
No. Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still try my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that. It was a bad poem. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. The way I worded it was so bad. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It just sounds like you.
Really?
Yeah, especially the last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school.
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Let's do Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad? No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri blushes. Yuri buries her face in her hands. Why did I say blush? That's if you like someone. Trying to make my yawns not sound like yawns and instead sighs. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. That's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style feel very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but to get them to work together is probably the most challenging part ever. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in this club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Okay, I'm sorry, but I can't really read cursive that well. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the ticketing blue-green in something of the future. I bathe calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking about that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah. Well, it's just that I don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I liked your poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Chaotic. Really? Must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. I remember that poet has often expressed their own thoughts, feelings, crap. I accidentally pressed space too early. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In that case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Well, there's only one option, unless there's the secret hit kill yourself option. Hi, Chaotic. Having a good time so far? Sorry if I keep mixing up what I try to do as Monica's voice and as Yuri's voice, because what I try to give Monica is like those stereotypical Karen voices, like, actually. And for Yuri, I try to do like the depressed teenage girl who really doesn't have depression and in reality is just an introvert. Having a good time so far? I just flicked my hair in front of my eye. Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, hey, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Why am I yawning so much? What is that? Only when I'm recording. That month-long break did not do anything for me. Want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Chaotic. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually pretty different. Well, that may be the case, but there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds
hey, the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get whenever I read your whenever I read. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Yuri's writing is kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could be a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else must feel a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles. But I'll always help find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have some confidence. That's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall, it couldn't have been me. Seated. Yeah, I told y'all I can't really read that small handwriting. So but this is basically the entire poem, so if y'all want to pause it and read it, you can. So, what did you think? It's very freeform. Is that what you call it? Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That it has a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I'm guessing you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. Hold on, where's my phone? Let me hear how to pronounce this. Epiphany, whatever. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Why am I yawning so much? I'm sorry. I'll try to record these more during the day and not at midnight. Maybe afterward, heard everyone is better her friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make it any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they are just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. God, I've never yawned so much while recording. It's unreal. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They're gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration, meanwhile Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki diminishedly returns to the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Chaotic did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Chaotic liked my poem too, you know. He told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. The music changed. That's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Chaotic appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would have deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know, what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Chaotic started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This does not involve you. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they noticed I was just standing there. Chaotic. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. As if she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Let me explain it to her, Chaotic. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding him is only unnecessarily limiting herself. It's also a waste. You understand that, right, Chaotic? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, I'll probably think more highly. So, of course, I think that's going to be... let's see. Dark. Trying to be cute, but trying to deny it. Yuri, you're really talented. Well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that I rack my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feeling with few words. I think that conveying feelings with a few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader his imagination take over. Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Aha! Shows how much you know. That's not Natsuki. I think that's enough. Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is really important. Is really a personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. Looks like we learned that today. Every small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey, it's not like you who need to apologize for me, Chaotic. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about, Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Not surprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time and with it than she's boasted. Sayori and Monica look away. Anyway, think about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori. I'll go make some tea. I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone read each other's poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone, especially for you, Chaotic. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, not at all, not at all. There's still time before we go home, so we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chattering, we do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you could take a chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. What about? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Of course. Well, I guess that I pressed the button too soon again. I'm sorry. Hold on. Jack was something. Alright. In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in a literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Chaotic, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll all do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I thought to myself with a newfound determination. Chaotic? Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just want your opinion, that's all. I could see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Chaotic, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulders. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Sorry. Alright, well, I'm gonna end this here, and we'll see what happens on the next episode. I will see you guys later.